Pipe smokers,
Good evening.
it's Mojo Milt and
Mojo Tabby Juju.
this is Mojo Monday. We're glad to be back for our
Mojo's Monday. We got double mojo.
Mojo's Monday. We got double the mojo.
Mojo.
For the same price, double the mojo. Cool. This is our second edition, and thank you guys so much for last week's response. We had a great time doing last week, and we are looking forward to this week. And you guys were wonderful with your comments and responses and emails and all that kind of cool stuff. So
Thank you for the warm welcome, by the way.
we're going to do the housekeeping as soon as I find my tamper.
I have it in my hand.
You have it in your hand. You know about that?
While he's doing that, I'll do my part of the housekeeping. Again, my trusty cob. It is getting more character to it every time I pick it up. More and more of those black marks are coming out. Excuse the nail polish, sorry. And of course I have Pennsylvania Dutch treat in it.
I think she has a ghost in her pipe, and we're not talking about leftover pipe flavor. For sure. I am smoking my Aldo Villani. You guys have seen this 100 times. And in it, I am smoking Dr. Brown's Burley Blend. And I love it. If you haven't heard of that before, Jeff, Long Lost 00, that is his blend. If you can get it on Pipes and Cigars. And I think you'll really like it.
Poodle cup.
Poodle cup. So, in tonight's episode, we have decided that we're going to tackle the topic of who was the person or persons that influenced you to get into the pipe community.
Would you do a couple of yours first, Frank?
You want to do mine first?
Yeah.
Not ladies first.
Nah.
Cool. So the question is, who was it that influenced you to get into the pipe community? I, like a bunch of you guys, lurked around the pipe community for, I don't know, a month or so, just watching videos, getting to know you guys, seeing how this whole thing worked, and then I finally dropped in.
After he stalked somebody for about a month.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a minute. All right.
I think he had a man crush.
My first video went up on December 16th. So before that, the person that influenced me first was none other than One Man Smoke, Salam.
The stalking victim.
I watched every video from start to finish. I left him comments. I didn't even have the Mojo Milt channel at that point. I was in my regular channel, which is FM Dickinson, which has nothing to do with pipes or the pipe community. So I'm sure that he thought, who the hell is this guy that puts up motivational videos and training videos, and he's leaving comments on my pipe videos?
You're so intrigued. There are so many elements of OMS's videos that intrigued us both, Frank as well as myself. One, we're trying to figure out his vehicle, and him sitting there and behind the wheel. He's always like shifting his eyes side to side, always looking around. And then it looked like it was a paddy wagon or something like that behind him. So we had this whole scenario figured out. You know, he was always hiding from the law or doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Either that or he was the law.
Yeah, the way his eyes were darting around. We're trying to figure that out. But there were so many elements of One Man Smoke that just captivated us.
Yeah, you know, and I forgot how it actually went. I can't remember if we started talking in private messages or whatever, but one day I just asked him, hey, what the hell do you do? I'm intrigued by your van because
He had just gotten a new one.
Yeah, and it was what started the conversation for him to say, "Hey, why don't you talk about smoking a pipe? Why don't you start making videos?" So I did. So he was the first person that influenced me, and well, look at that. I had an injection in my ear today, and I still have the Band-Aid on.
He gets a goiter now and then.
It's a keloid, not a goiter.
It's a goiter on the ear.
All right. So he was the first person that influenced me, and he influenced me not only by his videos and his personality and who he is and all the cool things about OMS, but he influenced me because he asked, "When are you going to start making videos?" The second person that influenced me is Giacomo Mora. And if you have watched a Giacomo Mora video, you know why I was probably drawn to him. He has a wide variety, it can talk on a wide variety of topics. He does videos that are just absolutely amazing pieces of works of art, and then he can just be absolutely crazy. And that is the reason that I like him so much, because ask her.
He speaks our language.
I'm about 3/4 of the time. So Giacomo and One Man Smoke were the two people that influenced me to start making videos. Who, my dear, she's a new pipe presenter. She's doing a really good job. Who influenced you to get started? And if you say me, I will give you a kiss.
Okay, you.
Okay.
Okay. Ha! Besides you, though.
Right. Besides me, please.
I'm not giving any kisses out other than Frank, though.
There you go.
I've been eavesdropping, listening to the videos as Frank would watch them, and every now and then I'd come over and watch them, sneak a peek. And besides One Man Smoke and Giacomo, matches 860. I just loved it. I just loved it. I liked watching his videos, the scenery, because he'd be out on his walks, and I would see the East. There's a definite difference between the Midwest and the East Coast. And
John is in Connecticut, for folks that may not know.
And I liked East Coast.
She's East Coast all the way.
And it felt warm and at home. She's a good girl. Dunhill Man.
UK.
Yeah, Dunhill Man, UK. She's a good girl, having a magic moment. I love that kind of stuff. And it was all the different personalities. They're just across the board. And it just slowly, it was about time I stopped pushing Frank aside so I could get my head in to watch these, or make him hold up until I got over there, and for me to join myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to tell just real quick about her too. John, every time one of your videos would come on and you do your matches 860, I'd hear from over there, her desk is over there, and she'd say, "Play it again, play it again."
And I would always have to say it with you.
Yep.
Matches 860.
And Chris, Dunhill Man UK, same thing. Every time you would come on and you would say, "I'm down by the lake having a magic moment," she'd say, "Play it again, play it again." So,
she's a good girl.
Absolutely. Guys, those were the people that influenced us to get started. The question is, and remember, the whole idea behind Mojo's Monday is to start a conversation, to get a conversation going in the comments and wherever. So our question for you is,
who influenced you? Who were your first videos that you kind of stalked?
I will never live that down on that. She thinks I stalked you.
You did.
Who got you guys started? So that's the question. Mojo Monday's question. Sweetheart, 10 minutes and 12 seconds. We almost made it. Hit the stop button. Hit the stop button.
Oh, that's me. That's
See you
me.
guys.
Bye.
Leave the stuff down there.